coffee now. And that tastes good. Real good. I taste roasted, velvety, with a medium to high acidity. I taste like good coffee because that's what I am. Some people detect a slight bitterness, but people are just... Basically, there's no bitterness here. None. End of story. I guess when I think back to when I was just a bean. And granted, I wasn't one of those beans from some big coffee company with some fancy schmancy logo from some big name graphic designer. I wasn't some coffee bean branded as fair trade either. Oh, like you really care. You're bleeding hard. And I wasn't some trendy, shade-grown, organic coffee bean. You know, whatever that means. I'm coffee and I still don't know. I didn't have some fancy name with some fancy description of my taste that some fancy, hackneyed, overpaid Madison Avenue copywriting ad man wrote up for me. And that's not to sound bitter. I mean, I made it. For all those other beans, for all they had, I'm the one who made it. Fact. I'm coffee now. Not bitter coffee, though. No. Far from bitter. Not that it matters what you think. I know what I am, and I'm satisfied with that. I mean, no offense, but when it comes to coffee, the majority of people don't know what they're tasting. For example, the most expensive bean, civet coffee, well, that's some coffee beans that are passed through a palm civet's digestive system. That's a nice way to say it's been eaten and shit out. They pick the beans out of the shit and then sell it for up to $600 a pound, saying the little rodent's enzymes and anal glands make the bean taste better. Swear to God. I'm not lying. I couldn't make this up. People can be so stupid. People are gonna try to judge me. Now that's a gas. A gas, I tell you. A gas. I once overheard one shopper who was pointing at me say the words low grade. Low grade. No. I mean, granted, I didn't cost an arm and a leg like lots of coffees out there, but prices are determined by a number of factors, not the least of which is marketing. I already covered that. Hey, it's not my fault they picked me before I was right. Not handpicked either. I was strip-picked. So the odds were stacked, really. And yet, here I am, a rich mahogany brown. It's fine. I mean, it's better, really. Being strip-picked allowed me to become the coffee that I am today. It's called character, and I have it. Most coffee beans don't understand what that means because they came from plants that grew up on farms with laborers who selectively handpicked the fruit when it was a perfect deep mahogany red. I mean, literally had their futures handed to them. I got strip picked when I was bright yellow, man. They just shook the tree. So it hadn't been easy. I was so yellow when I got shook. I don't even know what strain of Arabica I am. I try to think back. I can't even remember what my plants look like. Hey, sorry I wasn't told from the moment that I was told that I was going to be some rare, difficult-to-find coffee bean regarded as amongst the most flavorful and nuanced in the world, sought after for its smooth, mellow taste and slight acidity, medium body with hints of nuts and chocolate, smooth aftertaste, fragrant with smoky sweetness marked with wood tones and cedar. Sorry, I guess I just wasn't that lucky. That's not to sound bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm not a bitter coffee. I mean, yeah, I was never taught who I was supposed to be, but that allowed me to become me. Most coffee beans spend their lives in a vacuum-sealed bag, never really questioning themselves, who they really are. Some call that privilege. I call that prison. I know who I am, but I won't forget where I came from. I'm coffee Arabica and I'm proud of that. I didn't come from some coffee can't afford family that's resistant to Amelia vastatrix, fungus that causes coffee rust. Coffee rust, yeah. Who would know about that? I saw a lot of good beans on the plantation die from that stuff. Watched it happen. Watching it go down is probably worse than dying from it. So young. I And there were times I'd be on that plantation wishing I were dead. It was tough. It made me stronger. And I moved on and put it all behind me. Life on the plantation was not easy, no. Not even to speak of the plantation pickers and the things they did, especially her. We called her Las 2000 amigos traje cantor, which translates roughly to the bitch. Beyond what the pickers did, there's a lot of being crime goes on in plantations, still to this day. Doesn't get a lot of media attention, though. Got a story and sexy enough for the US media. Media. Now that's a joke. Amelia Bacitrix was used by the US government in Guatemala as an herbicide in 1950. Killed a lot of good young beings, but I have never seen any media coverage of that. But hey, here's some celebrity gossip to suck down, you idiot fucking public. Sorry. I sound bitter, but I'm not. A bit. I mean, not bitter. Aware. I'm aware. Big difference. Before I was even ripe, I was picked, processed, and dried. Then roasted. Coffee beans are roasted. Ever been roasted before? Nah, I didn't think so. Oh wait, right, we're beans. That's a lot. You know what? Compared to being roasted, being ground wasn't such a bad thing. Take my word for it. Being ground was a sweet, sweet release. So here I am. Coffee. With a color that can only be described as mahogany brown. And a taste that's definitely not bitter. Definitely not. Look, you gotta understand, I didn't just have this mug with a handle handed to me with a silver spoon in it. Getting here wasn't instant coffee either. It had to be coarsely ground and then put into a French press. 4 to 5 minutes. Boiling water. Most coffee beans just get quick drip. Luckiest beans end up in coffee flavored ice cream. But that was not me. Look at me now. Coffee. Steaming. French pressed. J'écoute bon. Vraiment bien. So yeah, I'm bitter. Bitterness is a sign of a well-rounded cup of coffee. It speaks to its quality, what coffee connoisseurs, experts, people in the know, aka my peers, look for. It's part of my character. It's who I am. And I'm gonna tell you something that I very seriously doubt you're gonna understand. True character is something that goes a bit deeper than a bad aftertaste.